Have you ever caught yourself wondering if that one woman, the one who's already in a relationship, might be secretly attracted to you? Maybe she holds eye contact just a bit longer than usual, smiles nervously when you're around, or finds ways to bump into you wherever you are. It's subtle, almost unnoticeable, but it leaves you questioning. Is there something more beneath the surface? Here's the truth. When a woman who's already taken starts developing feelings for someone else, she won't openly display them. She'll keep them hidden, even from herself. Yet, no matter how hard she tries, her heart betrays her through small, almost imperceptible gestures. Tiny signals that are easy to overlook. Most guys miss them or chalk them up to coincidence, but not you. You're about to get the upper hand, so stick around until you hear signs 6 and 9, because those two will make everything crystal clear. This is 10 forbidden signs she's into you, even if she's already taken. Pay attention, because these clues could change everything. 10. Her voice becomes softer around you. Here's a little secret most people don't notice. Her voice will change when she talks to you. A woman who's in a relationship won't outright flirt, but the subtle shifts in her tone will reveal her feelings. When she speaks to you, her voice might soften, becoming warmer, slower, or more inviting. It's not a coincidence. It's her subconscious trying to draw you in. Compare how she speaks to you versus her partner or others. With them, she might sound more formal, distant, or louder. But with you, there's a calmness, a gentleness in her tone that wasn't there before. Have you noticed how she laughs more around you, even at the silliest things? It's not the joke that's making her laugh. It's you. Her laughter creates a special bond between you two, a secret connection that's quietly lingering beneath your conversations. Pay attention to how she uses her voice to draw you closer. Does she lower it, making you lean in to hear her better? Or does she tease you with playful shifts in tone, saying something that feels like it's just for you? 9. She's making small but irresistible changes for you. When a woman is falling for you, especially if she's already taken, she won't make overt moves. Instead, she'll leave subtle but meaningful clues. One of the most telling signs, she might change her appearance just a bit, like wearing clothes that flatter her figure, trying a new lipstick shade, or wearing a perfume she knows you'll notice. Perhaps she'll start showcasing a delicate piece of jewelry she didn't wear before. These small changes are her way of standing out in your eyes. Watch for these shifts in her body language too. You might notice her smoothing her hair, adjusting her outfit, or lightly touching her neck when you're nearby. These aren't random. They're subconscious actions designed to capture your attention. But it doesn't stop there. Observe how she reacts to other women around you. A hint of jealousy when another woman gets close to you speaks volumes. It's not just about wanting to attract you. It's also about keeping your focus on her. 8. She makes an effort to be near you. A woman who's taken won't always confess her feelings, but her actions will speak louder than words. If she's into you, she'll find reasons to cross your path. Maybe she'll time her coffee breaks to match yours, ask for your help with something small, or just happen to show up at the places she knows you'll be. It's not luck. It's intentional. Watch for those small moments where she gravitates closer to you during group settings, choosing to sit next to you without hesitation, or lingers after a conversation while everyone else walks away. These little deliberate actions reveal a lot about her true feelings, even without her saying anything. Sometimes, these tiny forbidden gestures are her way of showing she's wrestling with her emotions. 7. Subtle physical contact. Physical touch can be tricky, especially if she's in a relationship, But when a woman starts developing feelings for you, she may begin testing the boundaries with small, seemingly innocent gestures. These touches are rarely accidental. They're deliberate. She might brush her hand against your arm while laughing, tap your shoulder to get your attention, or rest her fingers on yours for just a moment when making a point in conversation. These little gestures may seem casual, but they're her way of trying to create a connection with you without crossing any lines. Pay attention to whether they happen more often when you're around. Are they lingering just a bit longer than necessary? Or do they come with a warm smile or intense eye contact? These moments speak volumes about her growing emotional connection to you. Touch is one of the most intimate ways to bond, and if she's willing to share those moments with you, it's a clear sign she's feeling something deeper. Sixth, her vibe shifts when you're around. Have you noticed how her energy changes when you're near? Pay attention, because her behavior could be telling you more than you think. When a woman is interested in you, she might not always be able to hide it. Sometimes, she'll become more animated around you, laughing louder at your jokes, even if they're corny, or her smile will linger a little longer when you're talking. It's like your presence lights her up, and she can't help but radiate a bit more when you're around. But it's not always about big gestures. Sometimes, it's the small shifts. Maybe she stands taller and more confidently when she knows you're watching, or her voice might take on a cooler, calmer tone. Alternatively, she might act distant or cold. Why? Because feelings like these can be scary, especially if she's already in a relationship. These shifts, whether she leans into them or pulls back, are a sign that her emotions are in turmoil. Every change reveals something about how you make her feel, and it speaks louder than words ever could. 5. Her eyes betray her emotions. When a woman is falling for you, especially if she's trying to suppress her feelings because she's already in a relationship, her eyes often give her away. Pay close attention to her gaze. Does she hold eye contact a little longer than usual? If she stares into your eyes for a second or two longer, it's not by chance. More revealing still is when her gaze follows a specific pattern. First one eye, then the other, and finally dropping to your lips. This triangle method is a subconscious signal of attraction. It's not just the eye contact. It's the sparkle in her eyes, the dilation of her pupils when you're around. These are involuntary physical cues that show how much she's drawn to you, even if she's trying to keep it under wraps. And in group settings, you might see her avoiding eye contact when others are present. But when it's just the two of you, her gaze will be intense and intentional, showing a level of interest that she might not be able to express in words. 4. She wants to dive deeper into your world. Notice how she moves beyond small talk and dives into deeper conversations. When a woman is interested, especially if she's already in a relationship, she'll want to understand who you truly are. She won't stick to surface-level banter. Instead, she'll ask meaningful questions about your life, dreams, ambitions, and personal values. Maybe she's curious about your childhood, your life goals, or what truly motivates you. If her questions feel personal and thoughtful, it's a sign she's emotionally invested in you. She'll remember little details you've shared weeks ago and bring them up, showing that she's holding on to those pieces of you. It may seem like innocent curiosity, but there's a deeper intention behind it. 3. She shows micro-reactions of jealousy. Jealousy can be one of the most telling signs that someone has feelings for you, even if she's trying to hide it. Watch for subtle reactions when another woman comes up in conversation. Does her smile flicker, her eyes narrow slightly, or does her tone shift when she casually asks, "Who's she?" Some women might even fidget, cross their arms, or look away to mask their feelings. These tiny, involuntary reactions show more than she intends. They reveal emotional investment. If she didn't care about you or your place in her life, there would be no reason for her to react at all. But when these moments happen, it's a clear sign that she's emotionally attached to you. 2. Her body language says it all. Even if she's trying to play it cool, her body language may reveal everything. Attraction is often revealed in small, unconscious movements. Does she lean in when you talk? Are her feet pointed toward you, even when her body is turned elsewhere? These subtle cues show where her focus is, on you. When you're around, does she fidget, play with her hair, or adjust her clothes? It's a sign she wants to look her best for you. If she steps closer into your personal space, or finds excuses to initiate light touches, like brushing your hand or tapping your arm, those aren't random. They're deliberate actions meant to gauge how you feel and test the waters. 1. She's emotionally invested in you. The most telling sign that she's into you, even if she's in a relationship, is the emotional energy she invests in you. Her attention feels different, more personal and intentional. She'll remember small details about your life, check in on you, and go out of her way to support you during tough times. Her words and actions will carry a warmth and care that shows she's emotionally invested in your well-being. When a woman shifts her emotional focus towards someone, it's rarely accidental. It happens because she feels something magnetic and real. Even if she hasn't expressed it outright, the emotional connection she's building with you could be the start of something extraordinary.